Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jasmine's Crazy Cat Tarot. Today I want to do a quick reading with Sebastian Rogers, and I have a very specific question I want to ask. So first off, can we please bring in the energy of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee? And let's spray our protection mist so that everyone here today is divinely protected, and just to send good vibes to Sebastian's energy so the momentum can be high, so Sebastian can be found. He will not be forgotten. And make sure to just say his name, use the hashtags, share his picture. Every little helps. It's all energy. And yeah, the more energy, the better. So the question I want to ask Sebastian today: how did Sebastian Rogers leave his house that night? Please and thank you. And excuse my nails, I've only done one side. So yeah, one hand is done. We've got surveillance and we've got alive when we split the deck. Okay, interesting. So as we know, there's a lot of disagreements when it comes to if anything was caught on video. So that's really why I wanted to do this reading. I wanted to know, how did Sebastian leave that house? Because he left somehow. So Sebastian, can you please come through and tell us how you left the house on the night of your disappearance? We have neighborhood. Okay. We have fire. Okay. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, how did you leave your house that night? We have perversion. Was someone watching? Lying in wait? Keeping an eye out? We have aliens. So yeah, the way it seems sometimes, it's that Sebastian was abducted by aliens, missing into thin air. We also have cleanup. Okay, very interesting. So this is telling me that, in my mind, from all the cards I've seen, Sebastian left alive without being caught on surveillance, because someone knew where all the surveillance cameras were, and this was like a cleanup mission or a cleanup party. He was abducted, taken from that house. And this looks like some sort of balaclava. Did someone break in? I have my thoughts, but I will reserve my thoughts for now. Let's clarify and then we'll get the tea. Can we clarify neighborhood? How did Sebastian Rogers leave his house? Please and thank you, Spirit. We have child. A child in the neighborhood. This is a car seat. Whoa. So did he leave the neighborhood in a car seat? We've got outer space again. Something was burned. Not necessarily Sebastian, but some sort of evidence was burned. We have revenge and we have regret. Okay. So he was abducted because someone wanted revenge on Sebastian? And regret, I would clarify this for perversion. Did someone regret their perversion of a child, perhaps? Is this why this cleanup was necessary? Can we clarify cleanup? How did, Sebastian Rogers leave his house? Thank you, Spirit. We have egotism. Yeah. It's like playing in traffic. Taxis. Taxis pick you up. Who are usually people's taxis? Well, the parents of a child. Okay, so this is making me think of Chris Foot's parents, marriage, wedding, healing. Yeah, so something about Sebastian being in his room. Maybe something about a window. Did someone break in through a door, a window? It's easy to break into your own house, right? Marriage, wedding. This is making me think of Chris and Katie. Okay, so these are both clarifying cleanup. So something needed to be healed, something was broken. Maybe there was cracks in the relationship. It's making me think that something was broken, maybe in Sebastian's room. This could be something belonging to him, but it's making me feel like his arm, his hand, something. Maybe from falling off the bed or an altercation in the room. Yeah, and who cleans up after children? Who picks up children like a taxi? Parents. So whose parents were in the neighborhood? Let's get the tea, please, and thank you, Spirit. Okay. How did Sebastian Rogers leave his house? And can we get the tea on the flashlight video or the truck video, whatever the hell it was? Can we get some clarity? Because I see people arguing all the time about what this could be. And even if we don't know for sure, I mean, it's very dark, very grainy footage. All I know is that it's something, even if the FBI states otherwise. Now, that's just my opinion, and we're all entitled to having them. So let me know what your opinion is on that video down below. What do you think it is? Whoa! And do you think it proves something, if anything? We've got creeping. Oh, thank you for the clarity, Spirit. We've also got wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah. A family of wolves. And Sebastian was thrown to the wolves. Wolves were creeping, lying in wait, waiting for Sebastian. But this perversion and the child here, I don't like the look of this. What's the tea on that video? This wants to come. Stalker. Stalking, watching, obsessed. Thank you for the clarity. Yeah, so someone was creeping and waiting. Was this a plan? What was waiting? Do we see something or someone waiting in that video? Fishing, whoa, for comments. Dodging bullets. Ooh, so dodging the cameras, the CCTV in the neighborhood. Someone who knows the neighborhood well. And yeah, fishing for comments. Who do we know that does that? Who likes to rage bait people, trigger people, and, you know, absolutely throw dirt on people's names for calling them out or suspecting them? Yeah, I can think of a few. Can you? We also have haunted. Memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects. Maybe a Halloween, or maybe just before. I do feel like there may be some sort of update in Sebastian's case. But yeah, someone is haunted and someone has PTSD and flashbacks about what happened that night. And what happens in Halloween? In Halloween? What happens on Halloween? All the ghouls and the demons come out. So this was like Halloween. All the ghouls and the demons were out, but they managed not to get caught on camera. And neither did Sebastian if he ran away. Someone's a cyberbully, and this literally looks like Chris Proudfoot. So thank you for the confirmation. We do have caught a case. So this can bring a sexual element into it. Looking you up. Yeah, so someone's creeping online, keeping tabs. And yeah, they don't mind the attention, whether that's positive or negative, because their ego is just that big. And when we spilled the tea on CP, we did establish that CP's ego was a lot bigger than his little p, if you get my drift. And that's not me saying it, that was the card saying it, so I'm just the messenger relaying the message. I will link the video down below if you're interested. And I added the CP song at the end. I might do it to this video. We'll see where the vibe takes us. But yeah, it's definitely worth a watch if you want to know all of the tea on CP, because there was quite a bit of it to spill, if I do say so myself. Whoa. Okay. Now this is unsteady, unstable. So I do feel like the marriage in a sense was unsteady, unstable. Sebastian was like the blame, the root cause of this in their minds. We do have the Queen of Water in reverse. So instead of a loving mother, this is anything but. The Page of Pentacles is a messenger. Yeah, this makes me think of Sebastian, an earthly messenger. So did someone not want Sebastian to get a message across about some sort of perversion that was happening at home by a wolf in sheep's clothing? Someone who's a stalker, a bully, a creeper? But yeah, this is actually the card, by the way, that looks like Kathy Bowersox. So hey there, Kathy. Thanks for showing up in the reading. I feel like these people are creeping, and did you just see the candle going out? So I will take that as a confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Sebastian. Can we get a little bit more clarity about how Sebastian Rogers left his house the night he disappeared? Please and thank you. We've literally got the Tower jumping out. A life change. Time is up. Walking with the angels. This looks like a boy literally walking with the angels. So a tower moment happened. Something crashed and burned, literally. These all want to come, but this is a lot. We've got the Death card. Endings, transformation, freedom. I feel like Sebastian changed forms. I don't feel like he's alive. I actually feel like he passed the night he disappeared. The Five of Wands, conflicts, annoyance, competition. This comes out all the time. That Chris in particular felt in competition with Sebastian, and Sebastian was just seen as an annoyance, an inconvenience, and I get so angry reading this energy. It comes out every time. It's such a repetitive energy. You can start on the first video in my Sebastian Rogers playlist and you will see that this energy consistently comes out. They viewed Sebastian as an annoyance, someone that was in the way of their life. 444, 888 could be significant. So yeah, someone made a choice, but it was the wrong one. They chose frivolous people, shallow people, and distractions over real, genuine love, a sacred bond shared by mother and child. I feel like Katie has a disconnect when it comes to motherhood. We have the Nine of Wands, protection, preparedness, resilience. Sebastian is now protected by angels, but he wasn't protected that night. He was thrown to the wolves. The magician makes things or people disappear. Preparedness. So this was prepared. This was a plan. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. We also have the Page of Cups. Sensitive, open-hearted, intuitive. So to me, Sebastian was very sensitive, very open-hearted, very intuitive, and he could pick up on any of the weird vibes going on. And he was already talking, and it was only a matter of time before he revealed the even worse things that were happening to him at home. And all these different things in the hands. This is making me think there is a Freemason connection. I feel like CP, his dad, TB, they know the right people, high friends in high places. They mightn't make it obvious, but they're always creeping in the background, protecting each other. So yeah, this could be the Nine of Wands energy, LE, and CP's family all protecting each other. We have the Wise Counselor, the Hierophant, the Marriage card. and this is tradition. So yeah, someone was carrying on the family tradition of being, yeah, an absolute joy to the world. Can you sense my sarcasm? I'm so sorry. I don't want to let my personal feelings affect this, but I always get so upset and angry reading for Sebastian, because the same things come out and it's never nice when it comes to what happened to Sebastian and what he experienced even before he disappeared. He was made to feel like he was the odd one out, the lone wolf, like he was unwanted. Okay. Sebastian Rogers, what do we need to know about your current location? Please and thank you. Okay, my stomach just rumbled there. Okay. We have the vomiting Cupid in reverse, and this is a bag with something in it. Someone's got dirty laundry. We have the Magician popping up in the background too. The Magician has dirty laundry. Will some of the Magician's dirty laundry be exposed? Let's see. Let me get the cards in my hands. Yeah, like the Magician. Something about hands. Or, whoa, an arm injury. Let's see. Sebastian Rogers, what do we need to know about where you are, what happened to you, and any more clarity about your case? So we've got the vomiting Cupid again. Sebastian Rogers, please and thank you. There's mountains in the background of where Sebastian is. Moving back in. Parents' house. Parents' house. Because you usually move back in with who? Your parents. Why? Because they clean up your messes, and sometimes when you've got troubles, problems, they can make those troubles disappear. Menace. This is reminding me of the perversion card. Who is the menace? Who was watching? Someone was waiting and watching in the dark. Someone could have crept through the window. This could have been a plan, and someone knew the best way to sneak in undetected and to get something or someone out undetected. Yeah, it looks like this person is bringing these boxes to a car or a truck. Moving back in with the parents. Sebastian Rogers, what else can you tell us about your location? Please and thank you. Too many cats. Yeah, so he was seen as a nuisance, an inconvenience. This is all different kind of pills. So I feel like maybe he was given pills the night he disappeared, the evening maybe. He was given sleeping pills or something to calm him down, maybe to sedate him, especially if this was a plan. And yeah, where's that bag? You know, the sack we seen, it's making me think of a cat in a bag, like a bag of cats, which would be, you know, a noise nobody wants to hear. Nobody wanted to hear Sebastian when he was crying out for help. And they didn't want Sebastian to let the cat out of the bag. So they made him disappear. Background energy, the holier than thou. Someone could literally be demonic, is what I'm picking up. So whether that's literal or just their heart, their personality, the deleter in reverse. Saving something, was something saved? Something about the phone. Something was saved on the phone. The GPS for his location. So somewhere where there's mountains in the background. And with the smoke on the candle, smoky mountains in the background, the stand-up. Yeah. Someone who thinks they're hilarious and who just pulled a prank recently. Well, our friend Chris Proudfoot himself, dressing up as a sheriff with a fake belly. I don't know if he was mocking the police, Seth. I don't know, but it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth because that's all done in bad taste. Why don't you get your ass out there and look for your stepson? That'd be funny, right? Conflict. Yeah, so Katie felt like she was torn between a rock and a hard place. She had to choose which side she was on. There's definitely mountains in the background. Thank you for the confirmation. And these two flipped. We have money issues, bankrupt. Someone was having problems with money, definitely. Concern in reverse. So someone wanted to get rid of their burdens, their concerns. So, yeah. Something criminal happened and he was prepared, drugged beforehand. Sebastian, I don't think, was aware of this, but other people in the family were aware of this, and something runs in the family. It's not just a big ego. The conspiracy theorist in reverse. Yeah, so this is like the police telling people to listen to the authority. Don't make up conspiracy theories. Because they were covering, I think, for CP, KP, what they were really doing that night. That was wiped, cleared, and overlooked. They looked the other way, just like maybe KE looked the other way when it comes to Sebastian's abuse. We have the gamer. Yeah, and Sebastian loved video games. We also have Botox. This is making me think of drugs too. Yeah. And look, the Empress in reverse. So I feel like we've got two cold mothers who saw Sebastian that night. His own mother, maybe CP's mother, maybe, yeah, there could be another woman too. So, yeah, the King of Swords in reverse. This is a dangerous opponent. That kind of looks like TB too. Yeah, and look, it's like a chess game. And Sebastian was put into checkmate. Katie chose her side. The Six of Swords in reverse. So there's no moving on from this. And there's no relief to a guilty conscience. There's Katie in the Strength card. But this is in reverse, so she could be feeling guilty, weak emotionally. But that's the thing. She's got the other pieces around her to protect her and back her up. Okay, so I'm going to just quickly get a word or two from the dictionary before we go. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I'm sorry I got so angry, but it's taxing reading this energy, knowing that Sebastian is still being failed to this day. Sebastian Rogers, can we get more details, clues on your disappearance or location? Thank you. And that was going to fall again. So maybe he was disorientated, had a fall, injured before this plan took place. Flesh pots, places to indulge bodily pleasures. A flex, people like to flex. A flicker, a flicker of light. Shine unsteadily, just like that flashlight video, ironically enough. Flies, front opening of trousers. So it's making me think of someone zipping down their trousers. Okay, flight, fight or flight. Flesh, fleet. Okay, someone could own chips. Flimsy, flighty, a fling. Someone could be having a fling. An old type of gun. Flip-flop, flip side, flirt. Floor, floodlight. Wow, powerful artificial lighting. Okay, I feel like the lights are significant. Flock, floating voter. Person who may change political views. So someone could be, you know, maybe even in the police. Someone could be not following the narrative, if that makes sense. Float, flitch. Flophouse, which is a cheap hotel. Okay. Flora. Flowers. Someone loves flowers. This always comes up. Take the floor. Begin dancing. Sebastian is bringing up his dancing again. Flora, florid. Ruddy. Something is ruddy. Someone is ruddy. Floating wreckage. Flue. A pipe. Could be significant. Smoke. Yeah, smoky mountains. Flower. Flowchart. Flourish. A fluke. A parasitic worm. Oh, there's CP. Fluid. Thank you, Sebastian. Sebastian had fluid on his brain. And one injury could be enough to disorientate him, incapacitate him, make him easier to transport. Okay, fluff, fluent, fluoride, something about teeth, someone's teeth, TB's teeth, flush. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do to these pieces of shit that did this to Sebastian, because that boy did not run away without shoes. And the people who are pushing that narrative, I think it's irresponsible. And not only that, I think it's foolish and ridiculous. And yeah, I mean, no one wants anything bad to have happened to fit their narrative, as some creators seem to speculate. But some people just can't ignore the blatantly obvious. And some people are intuitive and some people aren't. So just remember, not everyone who reports on true crime are natural intuitives. They're relying on facts. And yeah, the dictionary just fell. They're relying on the law enforcement. But I feel like the law enforcement, they're playing the long game here. That's what I'm hearing. And even if they're corrupt, I do feel like there's still, you know, a few of them on the good team, the green team, Sebastian's team. Final messages before we go, Sebastian. What do we need to know about your case? Thank you so much for being here and connecting with us. Okay. We have point blank. So yeah, he refused point blank. Maybe Sebastian was told he was going somewhere and he refused point blank. Pointed. A pointed conversation. Pointless. Poison. So yeah, drugged. Poker. The poker game is significant. Thank you so much, Sebastian. Poetry. A point. A sharp end of a tool. A shovel to his head. Yeah, I feel like that was his cause of death. And Donna Serafina was on the ball, as usual. Pompous. Oh, there's CP and his family. Pocket. Poach. A poacher, someone who poaches animals. So this has come up before. Sebastian was hunted like an animal. PM. So yeah, after midday. That whole day was planned. Yeah. Pointed, pointer, a device is significant. South. Going south, maybe. Poking, fun. But yeah, something about that poker game. Polite, political. Someone has political connections. Police officer. There's a corrupt police officer. Pole vault, pole. Pollinate, pollute, polo, pop. Confirmation, I feel like Sebastian. is calling out and missing his dad, Seth. Poor Seth. Poodle, ponytail, pony, ponder, pompous, dignified and solemn way, an important ceremony, polythene, a light kind of plastic used to make bags and wrappings. So polythene could be found with Sebastian Poltergeist. He is haunting those that did that to him. And I would too. 2 + 2 = 4, not 5. It's making me think of 1984. Don't always believe what the authorities say, because in 1984, the party was trying to convince everyone 2 + 2 = 5, even though the main character, Winston, knew that, no, actually, that doesn't make sense to me, because 2 + 2 = 4. And I feel like people who can see what's really going on, that's how frustrating it is. It's like 1984, people who are just blatantly ignoring the truth or spreading misinformation, then accusing those who are calling out the BS. This was no runaway or accident, calling us conspiracy theories. So anyway, I didn't mean to get so heated, but I do feel like Sebastian's energy came through strong, and I just want to make sure that I can do Sebastian justice and honor and respect his name, and hopefully get more clues that will lead us to finding him and putting anyone that hurt him away, because what's done in the dark will come to light. And we just need to make sure to keep shining a light on the subject, on Sebastian, and keeping his name and his energy out there. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know down below what you thought of this reading. What is your own personal theory? And I will see and connect with all of you again in the next one. Until then, goodbye and God bless. And by the way, enjoy the CP song. Don't think that I'd forget to put that in there. Any chance I get, I'm gonna take it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Enough with you motherfuckers.
Yeah. Yo, Christopher Proudfoot, short in his frame, but his tongue's like a blade spitting venom and shame. Verbal assault, yeah, he's bad and extreme, tearing down women, living life so obscene. Backhands a kid, got the streets in a rage. A stepson gone missing, just 15 years of age. Sebastian's name echoes, where's the truth in the silence? While Chris keeps suggesting he is dark and he is violent. Katie sits silent, meek by his side, tries to speak up, but her voice gets denied. He cuts her off quick like a king on his throne. Her body slumps back, she's a ghost in their home. This man's got a darkness, a storm in his soul, speaking sexual violence, losing all his control. Cluminati live, yeah, he crossed every line, advocating for suicide, man, his heart's out of time. Proudfoot, what's the deal with your rage? Caging up hearts, keeping pain on the stage. Women and kids, yo, they caught in your snare, while the world's looking on, keeping Sebastian in prayer. Proudfoot, shadows fall where you tread, missing steps on crime from the words that you said. From the mic to the streets, yo, the truth's gonna sing. Chris Proudfoot, gonna hear the handcuffs clink. Christopher Proudfoot, the spotlight's on you for the pain that you've caused and the things that you do.